Ex-narcotics officer, IRS officer Samir Wankhede has now filed a defamation suit before the Delhi High Court against Red Chillies Entertainment, which is owned by actor Shah Rukh Khan and Gauri Khan, along with Netflix and other parties. The suit seeks relief in form of a permanent or mandatory injunction, a declaration and damages over what Wankhede alleges a false, malicious and defamatory portrayal of him in the Netflix series Bads of Bollywood. The officer has claimed damages amounting to 2 crore rupees, which he has proposed to donate to the Tata Memorial Cancer Hospital for the treatment of cancer patients. As per the petition, the series produced by Red Chillies Entertainment and streamed on Netflix presented a distorted and negative portrayal of anti-drug enforcement agencies, potentially eroding public trust in the law enforcement institution. Now, Wankhede, who previously headed the high-profile narcotics investigation, including one involving Shah Rukh Khan's son, Aryan Khan, alleges that the series was deliberate in conceptualizing and producing malignant personal and professional content against him. He also points out that the legal case concerning him and Aryan Khan is still pending before the Bombay High Court and that the NDPS Special Court in Mumbai is hearing the matter. Thus, the portrayal is both prejudicial and irresponsible. Wankhede contends that this act constitutes a series of violations of the Prevention of Insults to National Honour Act of 1971 and is punishable under Indian law. Now, in addition, Wankhede alleges that the content also violates several provisions of the Information Technology Act as well as the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita on the grounds that it contains obscene, offensive material intended to provoke and outrage national sentiment. All right, the latest that is coming to light as far as IRS officer Samir Wankhede is concerned. He's now filed a defamation suit before the Delhi High Court against Red Chillies Entertainment, which is owned, remember, by Shah Rukh Khan and wife Gauri Khan, over what he believes to be damaging portrayal of Wankhede in the series. Now, suit that Wankhede has filed seeks relief either in form of permanent or mandatory injunction and damages over what he calls a false and malicious as well as defamatory portrayal of him in the Netflix series Bads of Bollywood. Now, the officer has asked for about 2 crore rupees in damages, which he says he will donate to the Tata Memorial Cancer Hospital. The petition also says that the series presents a distorted and negative portrayal of anti-drug enforcement agencies, which could potentially erode public trust in these institutions. Now, remember, Wankhede had initially, earlier, headed the high-profile narcotics investigation, one that involved Aryan Khan, son of Shah Rukh Khan, and he says that the series deliberately was conceptualized and produced to malign his personal and professional reputation. He's also pointed out that the legal case concerning him and Aryan Khan is still pending before the court, so the series in itself is prejudicial to the existing matter, which is sub judice in the court of law. Further, Wankhede has contended that this act also constitutes a serious violation of Prevention of Insults to National Honour, as it insults law enforcement agencies in the country and it is punishable under law. Additionally, he further has alleged in his complaint that the content of series violates several provisions of the IT Act as well as the BNS, the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, on the grounds that it is obscene, it has offensive material and it also intends to provoke as well as outrage in national sentiments. All right, my colleague Sakshi breaks it down for us as to what this case really means for Wankhede and what he has alleged in his petition. Listen in.
The series is performing extremely well. It is one of the top-ranked series at the moment on Netflix. The recent, sort of an attack coming in towards the series at the moment is with regards to the very first episode, where there are some of the officers, the narcotics officer, who go to a party to conduct a raid on, drugs being consumed allegedly during that party. So that does resemble what had happened with Aryan Khan in the past. We know that very famous case related to Samir Wankhede, but it's a developing story. Let me quickly tell our viewers what all information with regards to the petition that has been filed by Sameer Wankhede we have collected here for the viewers of News9. So we have understood that Sameer Wankhede, the ex-narcotics officer, IRS, has now filed a defamation suit before the Delhi High Court against Red Chillies Entertainment, the production house, of course, behind Aryan Khan's recently released Bads of Bollywood, owned by Shah Rukh Khan and Gauri Khan, and also against Netflix for being the streaming partner of this series. This series has been produced by Red Chillies Entertainment and streamed on Netflix exclusively. Netflix holds the exclusive streaming partnership as well as rights of this particular series that we have been speaking about. It presents, according to Sameer Wankhede, a distorted and negative image of, the narcotics officer. And Sameer Wankhede has said that this is a negative portrayal of me as well. That is why he has filed this defamation suit in the court. If I could say, that's what the disclaimers at the very beginning of any show and movies are for. So Aryan Khan, at the very beginning of each and every episode had written it down categorically that this might resemble some of the instances, but it's not the exact depiction of it. The creative liberty has been taken in each of the episodes, and this is what people have been speaking about Bollywood. People do have an opinion about the series. People do have an opinion about how Bollywood exactly functions. With this series, what Aryan Khan, Red Chillies Entertainment, and what the makers of the show have decided to do is to play kind of a reverse psychology on the people. For those who have been bashing Bollywood left, right and center, have been condemning the actions, the nepotism per se, these all things have been highlighted in the show by the makers themselves, who also are part of the Bollywood fraternity internally. We have Karan Johar, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Amir Khan, everybody, in fact S.S. Rajamouli doing a cameo in the show. So it's anyways a big budgeted series. It has so many faces coming on board, and also speaking about what others have as an opinion about the Bollywood altogether. So there are some things that might resemble the instances that has happened in the past with regards to the Bollywood, but it's not exactly the depiction of what we have seen in the past. That is why the disclaimer is out there for. This is nothing new in the entertainment industry. When we have the documentaries being made and directors claiming that this is made on the historical facts, why can't we have some of the instances being portrayed through fiction? It's not like you can stop somebody from telling a story. This time around, it's a very bold move that Aryan Khan has taken. Every episode you see some famous incident related to the Bollywood, being portrayed in a fictional form in each of the episodes. The very first one does look like an attack on Sameer Wankhede, but none of the names could be the appearance a little bit like Sameer Wankhede, but names have not been taken. So that way, Aryan Khan, Red Chillies Entertainment, Netflix, Shah Rukh Khan, Gauri Khan, everybody is safe. And when we have the storytelling going on, when we know about the storytelling in entertainment industry, there are stories that say it based on, true story or is a historical fact-based story. So why not treat entertainment through the lens of entertainment is the question.
All right, that story will continue to make headlines. But moving on, after Shah Rukh Khan won the National Awards for Best Actor for his role in Jawan, a political war of words has now broken out between the BJP and the Congress over the honour given to him. Reacting to Shah Rukh Khan's receiving the award under BJP government, former BJP MLA Raj Purohit said that the previous Congress governments did not honour the actor, while the BJP recognised him purely on merit. He added that the award counters allegations of caste or religious discrimination. Meanwhile, the Congress leader Bhai Jagtap accused the BJP of politicizing the award. He questioned the timing of the announcement, pointing to the upcoming elections in Bihar and Maharashtra, and said that the move was driven purely by electoral consideration. The Congress leader added that Shah Rukh Khan is a cultural asset for the nation, but maintained the honour coming after more than a decade raises questions. Now, Shah Rukh Khan won his first National Award for Best Actor for the movie Jawan after more than 3 decades of acting and giving Bollywood and India a dream run. And moving on now, the Sanjay Kapoor inheritance battle is getting murkier by the day. In the latest, the plaintiff Samaira Kapoor and Kian Raj Kapoor Council has claimed that as per their information, banks have been wiped off of all the money and there is nothing left in the bank account of the late Sanjay Kapoor. A lawsuit has been moved by Samira Kapoor and Kian Raj Kapoor against their father, Sanjay Kapoor's second wife, Priya Kapoor, and the deceased's mother, Rani Kapoor, seeking share in the personal asset of their late father. Sanjay Kapoor, remember, passed away on 12th of June. Meanwhile, late industrialist Sanjay Kapoor's wife, Priya Kapoor, moved a fresh application before Delhi High Court today, seeking permission to file list of personal assets and liabilities of her late husband in a sealed cover, with parties to be bound by confidentiality or in the alternative constitution of confidentiality club. The late industrialist Sanjay Kapoor's estate is estimated to be about 30,000 crore rupees. Now, Priya Kapoor's counsel, senior advocate Shel Tehran, argued that the assets and the details include sensitive financial information and hence the disclosure of it in public domain could cause irreparable damage and harm. Justice Jyoti Singh challenged this request. She asked Priya Sachdev's team to point out any legal provision that allows asset disclosures to remain confidential. Remember, Priya Sachdev is now Priya Kapoor. The children of Karishma Kapoor, which includes Sanjay Kapoor's as well as Sanjay Kapoor's second wife, opposed any confidentiality that could limit their access to the estate information. So the case becoming murkier there with both Samira Kapoor and Kian Raj Kapoor, who are children of Sanjay Kapoor, with former wife Karishma Kapoor suggesting that their late father's bank accounts have been wiped clean. And in a shocking scene straight out of Nightmare, a young woman's love marriage ended in chaos after her own parents tried kidnapping her from her in-laws' house in Hyderabad. The woman, identified as Shweta, had been married off to Praveen, a resident of the same village, 4 months ago, despite her family's objection. And furious over her decision, Shweta's parents, along with several relatives, stormed into Praveen's house, attacked him, threw chili powder during the assault. Then they allegedly blindfolded Shweta and forcibly dragged her into a car. The dramatic act was caught on CCTV cameras, now crucial evidence in the investigation. Following the incident, Praveen lodged a complaint at the Kesara police station. Police have now registered a case of kidnapping and assault against Shweta's parents and their accomplices. CCTV footage is under scrutiny to identify everyone involved, and search teams are on ground to trace Shweta. Preliminary investigation suggests that Shweta's parents had repeatedly pressured her to abandon the marriage, and when she refused, they resorted to violence. Shweta's whereabouts remain unknown at the moment. Special teams are tracking the vehicle used in the abduction, and authorities have assured strict action against those who took the law in their own hands. And on your screens right now, that shocking case of a young woman being abducted from her in-laws' house by her own parents and relatives coming to light from Hyderabad by the virtue of that CCTV footage that is currently under investigation by local authorities. The woman on your screens who is being abducted is Shweta. She married a Praveen, resident of the same village, despite her parents' objections, and they were furious about her decisions. So, 4 months after her marriage, Shweta's parents, along with several relatives, stormed into Praveen's house. They attacked him, threw chili powder at him and his family members, and abducted their own daughter. They blindfolded her, dragged her into a car. That car is currently missing. The whereabouts of the car are the government as well as the authorities are trying to identify the whereabouts of the car. That dramatic act was caught on CCTV camera. That CCTV footage is now a crucial part of the investigation. The police is now trying to identify the whereabouts of the car she was taken in. Moving on now, the Ministry of Defence has signed a landmark contract with Hindustan Aeronautics worth over 62,370 crore rupees for procurement of as many as 97 Tejas jets. The deal, finalized on September 25th, covers 68 fighter aircraft and 29 twin-seater variants along with associated equipment. Deliveries are scheduled to begin by 2027 and 28 and will complete within 6 years. The new LCA Mk1A fleet, which features more than 64% indigenously made content along with 67 additional items, incorporated compared to the previous Tejas contracts signed in January of 2021. The key advanced systems being integrated include the Uttam AESA radar, the Swayam Raksha Kavach electronic warfare suit, and the indigenously developed controlled surface actuators. Now, defense officials say the project will be backed by a strong domestic vendor base of nearly 105 Indian companies, creating close to 11,750 direct and indirect jobs annually over the next 6 years. The LCA Mk1A is the most advanced variant of the indigenous fighter jet and is expected to significantly enhance the operational capability of the Indian Air Force. Moving on now, India is set to bid the final farewell to the legendary MiG-21, the iconic fighter jet that has guarded our skies for nearly 6 decades. On 26th of September, the 23 Squadron of the Panthers will take the MiG-21 into the skies for one last time before the aircraft retires from service. The choice of Chandigarh for its farewell is also symbolic. It was here back in 1963 that India first inducted its very first MiG-21, a jet that went on to become the backbone of Indian Air Force. From outclassing Pakistani Sabres in the 1965 war to striking enemy targets in 1971, the MiG-21 carved a reputation for speed, agility and power. Over its lifetime, it logged an astonishing 1.6 million flying hours across thousands of missions. My colleague talked to Air Force PRO Wing Commander Jaideep, who shares his piloting experience of the MiG-21. Take a look.
मैं सारे वेटरन्स की तरफ से और जो भी सर्विंग ऑफिसर्स हैं जिन्होंने ये जहाज़ उड़ाया हुआ है, उनकी तरफ से यही बताना चाहता हूँ कि ये इस जहाज़ का जाना और अभी वर्ल्ड में कहीं नहीं उड़ रहा है जहाज़. वी आर द ओनली एयर फोर्स व्हिच इज फ्लाइंग इट. इट स्पीक्स अ लॉट नोइंग दैट कि आपने जो जहाज़ उड़ाया था, जिस पे आपने ट्रेन किया था, वो अब फ्लाई नहीं करेगा. सो बहुत सारी मेमोरीज जुड़ी हुई हैं इसके साथ, ना कि जहाज़ के साथ बट उस टाइम जो लोग थे हमारे साथ MiG-21 उड़ा रहे थे, जो हमारे स्क्वाड्रन के लोग थे, हमारे जो टेक्नीशियंस थे, वो अभी भी आके मिलते हैं और उसी तरह फॉन्ड मेमोरीज की बात करते हैं MiG-21 की. दिस श्योरली विल बी मिस्ड.
And today, as the aircraft flies into history, veterans and officers remember not just its firepower, but also the courage of those who piloted it. The MiG-21 may be retiring, but its roar will remain etched forever in India's military legacy. My colleague Anju Nirvar talks about the history of MiG-21 and its importance in the Indian Air Force.
आकाश का योद्धा, भारत का वायुवीर MiG-21 भारतीय वायुसेना का सबसे भरोसेमंद साथी, जो करीब 6 दशक तक हमारी भारतीय वायुसेना के साथ जुड़ा रहा, जिसने करीब 4 युद्धों में ऐसा साथ निभाया भारतीय वायुसेना का कि दुश्मन आज भी याद करता है. लेकिन ये पल अपने आप में बेहद भावुक कर देने वाला है, क्योंकि MiG-21 अब रिटायर होने जा रहे हैं. MiG-21 ठीक हमारे सामने आपको यहाँ पर नजर आ रहा है. MiG-21 को रिटायर किया जाएगा और उसको लेकर रिहर्सल चंडीगढ़ में की जा रही है. इस वक्त TV9 भारतवर्ष की टीम यहाँ पर मौजूद है और हम आपको बता दें कि करीब 60 सालों तक, या 60 से भी ज़्यादा हम कहें करीब 62 सालों तक ये भारतीय वायुसेना की सेवा करता रहा, देश की सेवा करता रहा. और भारत ने जो बड़े बड़े युद्ध लड़े, जिसमें अगर हम बात करें 65 के युद्ध में भी MiG-21 की महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका रही. इसके बाद 1971 का युद्ध, कारगिल का युद्ध और ऑपरेशन सिंदूर तक में ये एयरक्राफ्ट शामिल हुआ और इसने एक महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाई. लेकिन अब ये रिटायर होने जा रहा है. इसको नंबर प्लेटिंग की जाएगी और 700 फॉर्म जो है वो रक्षा मंत्री को सौंप दिया जाएगा.
Moving on now, the Kerala High Court issued interim orders directing shipping company MSC to pay 1,262 crore rupees in compensation for environmental damage caused due to the sinking of the MSC L3 ship. The compensation takes into account the environmental and economic losses caused by the oil spilling in the sunken ship and the chemicals released from its containers into the sea. However, the shipping company contended that the amount sought by the government was unrealistic. It also argued in the Kerala court that the government had no authority to file a lawsuit as the accident occurred 14.5 nautical miles off the state's maritime boundary. The sinking of the container ship MSC Elsa 3 off the Kerala coast occurred on 25th of May this year. The MSC Elsa 3, carrying 640 containers including hazardous cargo, sank roughly 38 nautical miles off the Kerala coast. State government sought a compensation of 9,531 crore rupees, which was in fact dismissed. As per the court order now, company will have to pay 1,262 crore rupees. And 7 Buddhist monks were killed and 6 injured after a cable-operated rail cart overturned at a forest monastery in the northwest Sri Lanka. The deceased included an Indian national as well. The incident occurred on the night of 24th of September at the renowned Buddhist monastery located in Nikvareratria, about 125 kilometers from Colombo. The monastery is known for its meditation retreats and draws practitioners from all around the world. Among the 7 deceased monks were an Indian, a Russian, and a Romanian national. And 7 Buddhist monks were killed, 6 were injured after a cable rail cart overturned at a forest monastery, an important renowned Buddhist monastery located in Nikave Ratia, which is about 125 kilometers from Colombo.